Hey everybody, we're back with more Atlas Comics. At this point, this is just like an Atlas Comics channel. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just so fascinated by this. I'm just gonna keep going until I read all the Atlas Comics that I have, and then we'll move on to something else eventually. I promise. Give me like another couple months to get through all these. But today we have this gem. It's a single issue called Demon Hunter. And in this, we're going to experience the fantastic origin of the Demon Hunter, which, I don't know, I'm assuming it's this red guy right here. I don't think it's the blue fish demon man. I don't think that's the Demon Hunter. I think it's the red guy. He's got a cool-ass axe, and there's a nice skull in the background, so this is promising, but it's only one issue. So hopefully they complete the issue. I doubt it, but whatever. What does a Demon Hunter do? Everything he can to prevent xenogenesis, the rebirth of a demon race here on Earth. His name, Gideon Cross. He is a telepath, and he is more. As a harvester of eyes for a mysterious cult, he has been endowed with certain powers. Among them, a shadow cloak that materializes arcane weaponry from beyond. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's not that bad. Yet he is but one man fighting alone against all the demons in hell and on earth. He is Demon Hunter. Okay, so that's cool. I like that. It's like right there on the first page. It's like, boom, this is our guy. This is what he can do. You're all up to speed. Let's get into it. Gideon Cross is Demon Hunter. This man is an expert. His trade, murder for hire. His tool, a gun, precise, accurate, and in his practiced hands, it is a lethal instrument that portends death. Tonight, it sights a fresh target. There he is. Who is it? Connecticut. Dusk fails to obscure the infrascope. That's him, all right. Severs. Fella, you're about to take your last moonlight swim. Face down. And then what? Wait, is that the guy or is that the assassin? Nothing's there, must have been my imagination. Haven't been this jittery since Nam. I gotta stop it. I've done this 1,000 times. Wait, there's someone behind me. Oh, it is the assassin. Somebody's sneaking up behind the assassin. The harvester of eyes. Difficult, isn't it, to kill with someone looking over your shoulder? But then you always were a nervous sniper. Chapter 1, of which there won't be very many more chapters because I'm sure this was discontinued. But you never know, these characters might show up in other Atlas comics or whatever, but let's just see what this is all about. Who told you that? And how'd you come out of nowhere, fella? Talk fast, 'cause I got a job to do. Don't you recognize me, Matthews? We used to work together, remember? Come off it, man, I don't know you. Turn loose the gun, Gary. Then search your memory. We were infantrymen in the same unit. Gideon Cross? Oh, he used to be in the army, I see. Right. The man who saved your life. But unfortunately for you, I'm here to save another man's life tonight. Where in the hell did you get that thing? Oh, is he gonna kill him? An appropriate choice of expletive. An appropriate choice of expletive, since hell is where you'll be going. You're a coward, Gary, an assassin, so take your choice. Either fight me or jump. Oh, he jumped. That's a human scream if I ever heard one. Somebody just bought it. Oh, shit. Yep, look at him. Boom, there he is, dead. No need for alarm. It's just a minor security problem, and I assure you, the problem has already been solved, so have a good time and forget about it. The boss is good at handling unpleasant situations. Hey, thought I saw something weird, but it's only Cross. That thought almost caught me with my mental guard down, and no one here would stay calm very long if they saw me as I am. Come on, Gideon. It's over, Mr. Severs. Oh, so people view him as a dude in swim trunks. So he has the power to cloud people's minds, and he can also read their thoughts. That's pretty cool. I know, I heard him scream. He's dead? I gave him a choice, me or the cliff. He was yellow. He jumped. Ooh, that's a badass. You're good, Gideon. The best money can buy. Your services are worth their price. Perhaps, Mr. Severs. Yet the cash doesn't really interest you, so what's your game? I'm not sure, but I've always been good at taking orders. And right now the orders come from the Harvesters of Night. Have a cigarette? No thanks. He doesn't smoke. That's good. That's healthy. You know, Gideon, the thing I like about you is your dedication. That's something money can't buy. You're right, but you bought it. With blood. Oh, I smell a fucking flashback coming along. You're a weird one, Cross, but I'll go along with the gag. I need your talent. And if this is what it takes to get it, well, I've done bloodier things for the mob. Your mind seems to be wandering. Anything bothering you? No, nothing at all. Okay, so he's doing some kind of blood ritual, which is apparently keeping the demon hunter in check. That's why the demon hunter is working for him. Good, because I've got another job for you. An important one. My life's riding on it. Take a look at these photos of my senior partner. He suns himself in Jamaica while I risk my neck here. He's been crippled since birth, but that didn't stop him from becoming a big mafia figure. Now he's trying to cut me out of the big deal. That assassin outside wasn't the first. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't know I was that tired. That assassin outside wasn't the first. Take a look at this gash. Also compliments of my ex-partner. His name is Harvey Aldous, and after I close the deal, I want him killed. You hear me? I want him totaled. Okay, I get the idea. Boss, what about Cross? Should I take care of him when his work is done? No, play it straight with the guy. I think he's more than you or anybody could handle. Even I wouldn't hassle him. Yeah, he might be some kind of badass. Look at that fucking suit, man. Severs asked me the right question. Just what is my game? I'm wondering if I'm wise to obey the cult. After all I did, I was told in the army, and where did it get me? I may even have imagined it, but tonight on the back of Matthew's hand, I thought I saw the symbol of the cult. So, there's a cult. He's not working for the mafia, he's working for a cult. Or maybe the cult is the mafia? I don't know, I don't see the symbol. I didn't see any symbols. I don't know, we'll see. The Harvesters of the Night. They pay lip service to a new way of life, but so far all I've seen is death. Death and blood. Naked unto the earth were you born, Gideon Cross, and so shall you be reborn into the service of the cult. I am ready. Oh, this is his origin. My life began to deteriorate the moment I stepped off the plane from Nam. No one met me. Oh, he's lonely. The cult at least gave me a sense of purpose. This is it. A new life. I went home first to see my wife. I work for the cult now. I'm one of them. I'm looking for Mrs. Cross. She's gone, took off with some guy, and she owed me a month's rent. Fucked up. I'm a harvester. I hope I won't regret it. The urge to hurt, to hit back at life swept over me. I decided to get reckless. What did I have to lose? Yonder is the blood flask. It must be used each time. Ooh, shit. They're turning him into something. Something evil, demonic. I was good at shooting. I decided to stay with it. I'd heard it paid well. To seal the initiation and demonstrate blind faith, Gideon, your blood is required. I began knocking over bookie joints and hotspots for organization. My blood? No way. Just as I must take your blood word about the cult, so you must take mine. It was a hellish life. I spent all my cash on women and whiskey, and for a while I forgot. But that didn't last long. I spent most of my life underachieving, pretending, trying vainly to hide the ability, and finally brought me to the attention of the cult. My sixth sense. It had made me an outcast since childhood, caused me to alienate those around me. Yet it was my special extrasensory power that made me valuable to the cult. It made me belong. Now I was more than just a freak. My life acquired new meaning. But after 11 missions for the Harvesters of the Night, I'm beginning to have doubts. What if the organization is not what it seems? Come on, Gideon, it's time for me to close the deal. And I want you there as a bodyguard. Even if I'm not what I pretend to be to these men, who see me dressed as one of themselves. You seem in high spirits, Mr. Severs. I am, when we meet the yacht beyond the 3-mile limit, and I deliver the contents of the briefcase. I'll make a bundle yet enough to be legit. And by midnight, if all goes well, you'll be on your way to Jamaica to settle up with your partner for keeps. Wait, okay, so I'm confused. Is he working for the Mafia and the cult? Are those two separate entities, or are they the same? Because when they look at him, they view him as a Mafia guy. They look at him and they see this Mafia guy in this suit. But he was just in the cult. Are they the same? Or is it like an undercover mission? He's working for the cult by doing jobs for the Mafia. I don't know. I'm very confused. Let's just keep going. What's the cult's stake in all of this? What can they hope to gain? And why do they require a blood sample from everyone I work for? Even though I made a pact with Severs, I don't like the idea of playing assassin for him. That makes me no better than a sniper myself, like Matthews. And there it is, pure and uncut, guaranteed by the Syndicate and by me. Very good, I'm impressed. The money? All here as agreed. This is a big killing, but not nearly as big as the killing you're about to make in Jamaica, eh, Gideon? Maybe if I had a reason for it, but I don't. Well, this time I intend to get a reason, even if it means withholding the blood flask for some answers. And now's my chance. I'm supposed to meet one of the cult's emissaries here and hand him the flask before I catch my flight. Wait, that paper? It can't be. Severs had it made. Everything was going for him. No way he would commit suicide. He was murdered. Hey, you and the fancy threads, this ain't no library. Huh? Where did he go? I mustn't allow my mind to wander again. I must maintain the illusion of normal appearance. That's weird. He was just with the mob boss. Why would he kill himself? Unless he didn't do the blood pact, so the mob boss was killed by a demon. But it's difficult. Severs' death bothers me in a way I wouldn't have thought possible. Things are going sour. I've been taking orders all my life, now I want answers. My contact is in here waiting for the flask as usual. I can sense his presence. Come in, Gideon Cross. I've been waiting for you. A demon? Yeah, see, I called it. I fucking called it. There is no longer need for deception. I am Belbereth, bringer of death. The cult has sensed your discontent, your impending betrayal. You flame not to fulfill your task, but to question motives. Thus your usefulness is ended. You are unfit to be a harvester of eyes. The cult demands your blood, Gideon Cross. Ooh, stabbing. You're doing a whole lot of stabbing, Jesus. And they'll have it. But first, this flask. The swords, they were an illusion. Of course. So are you. You're not the real Barbarith. You're only another harvester like me. And I know how to handle an imposter. I was right, you are a fraud. I'm not Barbarith, but neither am I a harvester. Then what are you? Why did you attack me? I am Namramiz, a lesser demon, and I spoke true. The cult was masked you for death, and I was to obtain the blood flask first. Why is the flask so important? That's what I want to know. At this point, I'm like, what the fuck is up with this blood flask? I cannot. My mystic cloak. I banished you to another world of desolation. Holy shit. He killed him. Super fast, too. Vessels containing Damien Sever's blood, but I have gained new insight. The cult has deceived me. They've been using me for their own purposes. Obviously, that's like what a cult fucking does. I must return to the dark retreat and learn their motive. Thus, Gideon Cross alters his destination, and instead of Jamaica, he flies for Nigeria. He wants answers. I do too. That makes two of us. It's best that I remain incognito. Oh man, you're not gonna remain incognito in that fucking shirt, dude, let me tell you. To keep my presence secret for as long as possible. Something's wrong. I'm halfway up the mountain, yet I have been challenged, and it's not much further to the plateau. The dark retreat, secret sanctum of the harvesters of the night. It is ringed by 13 massive tombstones which form a mystic barrier of invisibility. I remember my first time atop this mountain. I was making a delivery for the mob, and I had a day to wait for my connection. So I decided to climb up here despite warnings to the contrary, and I found were gravestones. I wasn't impressed. It was late. And I decided to start back before it grew dark. That's what saved my life. As I turned, I saw it. Behind me. About to strike. Oh, fucking look at that fucking thing. That thing is awesome. I don't know, man. I love monsters from classic comics. Beautiful. I pulled my rod, but it was useless. I ran between two of the stones and my mind exploded. I found out later that I should have died, but I didn't. Instead, I collapsed in spasming agony. But before I went under, I caught my one and only glimpse of the Grand Magus. He was smiling. Time passed. You are one of us now, Gideon. You are in our full confidence. Take this blood flask, which brings new life to those chosen by the cult. As its professor, you are our harvester of eyes. I had been given something to live for. Or so I thought. I believed what they told me. That was my mistake. I know that now, but I really wanted to believe them. They devote myself to a good cause. That's why I didn't question them. Every man has to believe in something, but not blindly. Good advice. Good advice. I had to come here again. I must find out if I've been wrong. If I have, then I've got to set things straight. I don't like being used. Hey, there's some kind of ceremony going on. That involves all of them. That's why I was able to approach unnoticed, simply by maintaining the illusion of invisibility. Wait, there's a human being on that altar, and they're about to what? What are they about to do? In a state of artificial serenity produced by drug ataraxia, the victim has died voluntarily, that a still beating heart may feed the flames of hell, and complete the ritual of rebirth. He has been reborn! The demon comes! He obeys the summons! And to protect the soul of our sacrifice, that the demon may cohabit its body, we release instead the life essence of Damien Severs, who we also slew. The cult shall have yet another eye, Astaroth, Grand Duke of Hell. Oh my god! They turned his ex-mob boss into a fire demon. There's no longer any doubt. The cult is evil, and if I'm not one of them, then I'm against them. There can be no other way. From now on, I'll believe in myself. You have done well, mortals. Together we shall achieve xenogenesis, the rebirth of the demon race. No, I can't let it happen. It feels good to walk on the earth once more, and it will feel even better to rule it again. I'd better get out of here before I'm discovered. I'm no match for the entire cult. It's only a matter of time before they start looking for me, but by then I'll be ready. They've got to be stopped. I wish I had the nerve to stick around, but I've seen it all. I've seen all that I need to see. But even as Gideon Cross departs, the demon rite continues until the transformation is complete. In the once crippled body of Harvey Aldous, I shall live anew, and I have been reborn. So too will I resurrect the other 12, whose tombstones ring this dark retreat. The harvester of night, Gideon Cross served them. Now as his plane leaves Nigeria, he is determined to destroy them. Gideon Cross has become Demon Hunter. Fucking sweet, dude. His destination? Jamaica. Yet the man he seeks is sitting very close indeed. I was going to murder Sever's partner, but instead perhaps I can convince him of what's happening. At least it's a starting point in my war against the cult. Sir, would you please fasten your seatbelt? Ah, yes, of course. I wouldn't want anything to happen. I have a very important appointment. With a man who's as good as dead and doesn't know it yet. Next, the beginning of xenogenesis. That's never gonna happen. That was never an issue 2. I apologize. This was fucking great. I love it. The demon hunter, he is a demon with demonic powers from a cult, but then he realizes that the cult is trying to destroy the world, so he's got to work against the cult that gave him his very demonic powers. That's really cool. The suit needs a little bit of work. That's not that cool. But, I mean, yeah, I would pick up issue 2, except I fucking can't. God, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that this keeps happening. But that's Atlas Comics, man. And I love it. At this point, I'm here till the end of the ride, you know. Yeah, next, I also found some Scorpion. So, Scorpion's cool. He's like a pulpage hero or whatever. But just wait. We'll get into that one next time. But that's it for this comic. If you like reading this and you want to read more comics with me, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're feeling generous, you can donate to the Patreon. But until next time, nerds, stay heroic.